To try to capture Tantra in a brief space, it's a little bit like trying to encapsulate the meaning of life in one sentence, something like that. Because Tantra was a very broad phenomenon, meaning in terms of the history, the evolution of yoga throughout the centuries, Tantra was a revolutionary current that really changed most of the fundamental parameters of practice and understanding that had come before it. So it really, it's hard to overstate how important Tantra has been, even in our modern understanding of yoga, because a lot of the things that we take for granted, for example, Hatha Yoga being the most widespread system of yoga, Hatha Yoga has a tantric background. So a lot of what we do now and a lot of the way we understand yoga in the modern day is actually has tantric origins. And a lot of it also has pre-tantric origins. But if I had to summarize it, all that complexity in a brief statement, I would say that Tantra was a new current within yoga that operates on the premise that nothing is intrinsically sacred or profane, that really it's up to us, that it is our awareness that makes all the difference. So even the most common day-to-day activities like washing your dishes could become a platform for practice if you're practicing self-awareness. And that's something that I love about Tantra, because then it means you don't need to go somewhere special to practice. You don't need to have a life of renunciation. Mm-hmm. You can have just your day-to-day life, engage with your family, your job, and so on. And that is the very environment in which your yoga develops, is by adding awareness. Then Tantra provides you with the techniques. There's literally hundreds, if not thousands of techniques where you can practice this higher mindfulness, this higher self-awareness in every situation. Mm-hmm. So in that sense, I find Tantra really the most, in my view, it is the most appropriate and useful form of yoga for the modern world. Because all the others are based on renunciation, and renunciation is not really our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. We are engaged. So I think Tantra speaks to us much more than any other system. So I would also say its relevance is one of the key features that I would highlight.